So you decided to freshen up your garage floor with a concrete coating, but I bet you're wondering what that's going to cost. Well, I'm going to answer that question for you in this video by telling you exactly what factors go into that cost. Hi, I'm Steve McNary. Welcome to the Home Solutions channel. Freshening up the concrete around your home with a coating is an easy, quick project that can impress your friends and family the next time they come by. But with all home renovation projects, cost is usually the biggest factor in if that project actually happens. So let's dive right into what garage flooring costs. The simplest answer is that a single bay garage coating can range anywhere from $500 to $3,000. Now there's three factors that create such a wide range in cost, and they are square footage, concrete condition, and customizations. Let's take a deeper look at these factors and how they affect the cost of your project. A nice concrete coating for your garage floor is probably going to range anywhere from $9 to $12 per square foot. So the more square footage you have, the more the overall cost of your project is going to be. However, the smaller the project, the higher the dollar per square foot is, because as you add square footage, there's efficiencies that can be applied to the job. So if you have a one-car garage, it may cost you around $2,000 to get that done. If you have a two-car garage, instead of it costing $4,000, it may range from $3,300 to $3,600, $3,700 to get that project done, because there's efficiencies that can be applied. There are a couple other things that can factor into your square footage. Garages have what we call verticals. On the side wall, just below your sheetrock or your drywall, there will be some exposed concrete. If you want that coated, that adds into your square footage. That's typically anywhere from 4 inches to about 8 inches tall. Sometimes it can be even higher than that. The other area is the garage apron. When your garage door comes down at the lip of your garage, there's sometimes about 18 inches outside of that that folks want coated as well. So if you want those areas done, that increases the square footage of your project. The condition of your concrete can add unforeseen costs to your project. Here's some of the top factors that go into those costs. Any large cracks in your concrete need to be repaired properly before a coating can be put on there. So the larger and longer that the crack is, the more it's going to cost to repair it. Typically though, it's a cost of about $75 to $100 per cracked area to repair it. Proper preparation is key for concrete coating. If there's already an existing coating on there, it needs to be removed before a new coating can be put on. So depending on what kind of coating is on there and how difficult it is going to be to remove that coating, those factors are going to impact the cost of your project as well. A good concrete coating is going to bond to the concrete. There are a few things that are going to impact that though. If there's a lot of grease that has been kind of sitting and gone into the concrete over years, or heavy soil, there's going to be some extra prep work needed to remove that in order for the coating to bond to the concrete properly. So that's going to increase your cost as well. A proper hardness test should also be done to your concrete before it's coated. If your concrete is too soft, there's some extra time and expense that's added there, because we have to add a chemical to it in order to make it hard enough to be coated properly. So that extra time and that extra chemical are going to add to the cost of your project. All concrete contains moisture. However, some concrete can contain too much moisture. In fact, so much that your concrete coating won't bond properly to it. If that's the case, you're not out of luck. There's a moisture barrier product that can be put down so that your concrete coating will bond properly, but again, that will add time and cost to your project. Just like any other home improvement project, the more you customize things, the more it costs. When you're looking at concrete coatings, there are a few things that you can customize. You can do a specialty flake, you can do a custom color flake, and then there's some different pattern things that you can do on the floor as well. We could add borders, we could do a checkerboard floor, or diamonds, or different patterns on the floor for you. All of those things are going to raise the cost of the overall project probably 15 to 40%. That's it. Now you know some of the factors that go into impacting the cost of your concrete coating. Let's review those quickly. The first one is square footage. Obviously, the more square footage you have, the larger the overall cost of your project. However, as you add more square footage, usually the dollar per square foot can start coming down a little bit for your project. The second factor is the condition of the concrete. Proper prep work is key to a concrete coating adhering properly. So depending on what kind of damage and condition your concrete is already in, such as cracks and other repairs, hardness level, moisture content, things like that, those things are going to impact the cost as well. And then finally, the fun stuff. If you want to start customizing things with your concrete coating, that's going to impact the cost of your project as well. Thank you for dropping by the Home Solutions channel and checking out this video. And as always, it's your home, it's your new concrete, it's your project. We just want you to have the look you love coming home to. If you want more Home Solutions, make sure you subscribe below. And if you have any questions or comments, leave those there as well. We'd love to hear from you and interact with you.